Imagine this. You're scrolling online late at night, and suddenly you buy something you don't really need. Maybe it's clothes, gadgets, or something small, just to get that quick hit of satisfaction. Ever wondered why? What if I told you that your spending habits might be deeply connected to your past experiences, specifically trauma? Today we're diving into the neuroscience and psychology behind how trauma shapes financial behavior. To understand this, let's talk about the brain. When we experience trauma, whether from childhood neglect, financial instability, or even a toxic relationship, it rewires how our brain processes reward and stress. The amygdala, the brain's fear center, becomes overactive. This makes people more prone to impulsive decisions. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thinking and self-control, becomes weaker under chronic stress. So, if you've ever wondered why emotional spending feels uncontrollable, it's because, in a way, it is. Your brain is wired to seek comfort. Studies in neuroscience have shown that trauma also disrupts the dopamine system, the neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure and reward. Shopping, like other instant gratification behaviors such as binge eating or gambling, triggers a dopamine rush. This creates a temporary sense of relief from emotional distress, but it's short-lived, leading to a cycle of spending and regret. From a psychological perspective, spending can act as a form of self-soothing, much like overeating or substance use. The scarcity mindset, a concept studied in behavioral economics, shows that people who have experienced financial hardship or instability often make short-term, emotionally driven financial decisions, because their brain is wired to prioritize immediate relief over long-term security. A study by Dr. Bruce McEwen at Rockefeller University found that chronic stress changes how we assess risks and rewards, making people more likely to engage in compulsive behaviors, like shopping. In other words, if you grew up in an environment where money was scarce, your brain might associate spending with safety and control, even if it leads to financial harm. Some trauma survivors become hyper-controlling with money, hoarding wealth out of fear of losing control. Others engage in escapist spending, booking trips, shopping sprees, anything to distract from emotional pain. Freeze response. Some people avoid dealing with finances altogether, leading to debt accumulation or financial neglect. Fawn response people-pleasing can also translate into financial behavior, overspending on gifts, covering others' expenses, or avoiding confrontation over money. So, how do we break this cycle? Neuroscience suggests that mindfulness and cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, can help rewire the brain's response to financial stress. Recognizing emotional triggers, creating a budget with intention, and practicing delayed gratification can help regain control. So, how do we break this cycle? Neuroscience suggests that mindfulness and cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, can help rewire the brain's response to financial stress. Recognizing emotional triggers, creating a budget with intention, and practicing delayed gratification can help regain control. Journaling before making purchases, setting spending limits, or even therapy-focused financial coaching can help retrain the brain to see money as a tool rather than an emotional escape. Your spending habits are not just about discipline or budgeting. They are deeply connected to your past, your brain chemistry, and how you cope with stress. Healing from trauma isn't just about emotional well-being. It's about reclaiming control over every part of your life, including your finances. Next time you feel the urge to spend impulsively, pause. Ask yourself, is this a purchase or is this a coping mechanism? The answer might just change the way you see money forever. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates as we explore the mind-money connection and more.